this is a super dangerous job. So yesterday I was complaining that I got a lead from someone who I pay money to receive, who reached out and asked me to call, and then as soon as I call, I get a text message from her saying stop, meaning she wants to opt out of all communication, which makes zero sense, but you know, whatever, it is what it is. She's able to do that. Then today I get a text message that was the opposite. 6:30 in the morning, I get a text message saying, call me, can you call me right now? Well, I didn't call at 6:30 in the morning. I called at about 8:30. I talked to the guy, everything was fine at first. He was actually pretty friendly. His voicemail was almost like silly. So I kind of mentioned it in the, in the conversation with him. I was like, oh, your voice doesn't match your voicemail. And he's like, yeah, I was just being silly or whatever. So I was like, okay, whatever. So I get all the way to the point after I ask all of the important questions and things to scheduling an appointment to meeting this guy in person. Thankfully, a couple of years ago, about a year and a half ago, the National Association of Realtors finally did something for us real estate agents and made it a requirement that we have a buyer's representation agreement signed with a buyer before showing a house to them. I also require that they have a pre-approval letter from a mortgage lender, which he said he had. So he obviously didn't send it to me yet, but he said he had it. Anyway, so I go to schedule this showing with him. I'm online. I'm typing in the address to schedule it, and I tell him, okay, we can do this time. He goes, great, that time's going to work great for me. Well, then I tell him, okay, I'm going to have to send you this buyer representation agreement. It's required to show the houses. Apparently this isn't his first rodeo. He knew exactly what that was, and he said, I'm just letting you know I'm only going to sign for 24 hours. I don't have a confidence issue. I don't care. I've gotten people to sign with me and absolutely loved me and became good friends with me, left me raving reviews after being super rude to me when I first met them in the beginning. Like, I'm not signing anything with you. And then I was like, okay. And then I proved my worth and they signed with me. So I wasn't worried about that. But my issue was when I asked him his last name, he hung up dead in my face. He goes, I'll just find another realtor, bye. And he hung up on me. So I was like, wow, that's concerning. So I sent him a text and I said, I apologize. Did I do something to, cause that reaction from you? I am required to put your last name, obviously, on the buyer representation agreement. He doesn't respond. So then we have a way to look up people before we meet with them. Thank God! Because I looked this man up and he's a dangerous man. So the point is, people say all the time, like, oh, you real estate agents, all you do is open doors and you make so much money. It's not even fair. You have no idea what we do. But also, it's a dangerous job as a woman. I mean, we always make sure that we stay safe and protected and tell people where we're at and, try to do all of the things to make sure that we're meeting with someone that's legit. But something told me, actually it was my son, he told me, oh, why don't you look him up? So careful.